Boy, I bet you would. I bet my parents never thought in a million years that they'd have both their adult children living back at home with them. Fuck me, man. They fucked up somewhere in our childhood, right? We got trauma. But listen, I'm telling you right now, you can't convince me to leave. I ain't never leaving again. Listen, my mama is cooking, cleaning, like cooking homemade meals, like doing my laundry, making my bed for me. I don't have to do shit. And she's taking my kid to and from school because of my work schedule. Like, bro, find me another man or another woman that would expect nothing in return except for just to do everything for me like that. It's just insane. Why? Why did I ever leave? We're on the whole 3 strikes you're out thing because, listen, like, I'm home. I'm home for home.
Loser!
Whenever I post that I live with my mom, I always get hate comments from people being like, you're 32 and you live with your mom? Yeah. And it's the best decision I've ever made. Like, what, you want me to spend $3,000 to go live with a random roommate that I'm worried is going to eat my groceries and not wash their dishes? I think I've cracked the code. Living with your mom's the best.
Loser!
Okay, so I just turned 30 this year, and I also just moved back home with my parents. And so this is for anyone else who feels like they are quote-unquote behind. If I'm being super transparent, I definitely have battled the feelings of like, I'm 30 and my life is nothing that I thought it would look like at this point. And I've come to accept that this is my path in my life's journey, and there's also nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with me.
Loser!
Moving home with your parents in your 20s is a really odd thing because yes, I'm saving so much money. It's also really weird because, you know, I used to live in my own apartment. So now when I want to go cook something, I can't just get home from whatever I'm doing and go in the kitchen and cook. Like, I wait for my parents to go to sleep, then I can use the kitchen. Or something as simple as like, I really just want to light a candle. I can't. I'm not allowed to light candles in my house because I'm so forgetful. What if I burn down the whole house? Like, and it's so weird because I've known that moving home with my parents is such a temporary thing. Like, the point wasn't me moving home to stay there forever. It was just to move home for a little bit. I ended up going to cosmetology school and stayed a little bit longer than expected, but all my stuff is still in boxes. So for a whole year, I felt like I'm a guest living in my childhood bedroom, which is no longer my childhood bedroom. It's just a room that I've taped a few things to the wall, and everything else is still in boxes, and my life is discombobulated, and I'm in a stage of limbo because this is not where I'm like actually gonna be, but like I'm working at a pizza place again like when I was in high school, and I don't know, it's, oh my gosh, it's so weird.
Loser!
I just wanted to get on here because I feel like we're in this era, this period where a lot of like 20-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-olds, maybe some 40-year-olds have had to move back home. Now, for me, I'm in transition. I'm moving, I moved out of one major city and I'm back home at my mom's house for a few months before I moved to another city. Like, everything's in motion for me. You know, for me, even right now in this transitional phase, knowing it's temporary and all that, I do feel like a little embarrassed to say at 37 I moved back home. Mind you, I've lived on my own for the past like 10 plus years. But besides that, I think that we don't really make it like a normal conversation in society of like, oh, just move back home. Please, can we just start making it normal to go back home and not embarrassing or to feel ashamed? And
Loser!
I didn't intentionally not tell the internet about this, but I saw a video of this girl talking about how she still lived with her parents, and I realized that you hear about people like moving in with their parents after college, but you don't really hear about people who like went off on their own after college, like got the apartment, got the big girl job, and then everything blew up in flames and they had to come back home, because that was me. I left college, I had a full career, I had an apartment, I lived in a different city, and then that ended up in disaster, and I went back home for 2 years, and 2 years of therapy later, I was better. Essentially what happened, I was a chemistry major, and I did not want to do that, but I mistook being good at something for thinking that I should have a career in that. I was also the eldest daughter and a STEM, like GT or gifted and talented, honors kid, whatever you want to call it. So therapy was definitely needed. And so I got a career in chemistry as a research and development chemist in a pharmaceutical company when I left school, and then slowly died inside. I was a shell of a human. And a event happened that I said, okay, I'm out. I quit my job, I gave my apartment to somebody else, and then I moved back in with my parents with no money, no plan, no career.
Loser!
I moved back in with my parents about a month ago, and I must say I am so chill. Like, life got so expensive, you guys. Like, I was paying like $1,300 for my apartment. Even though I liked my apartment, I was like apartment poor. Like, I was not able to like really decorate it. I wasn't able to do like a lot of stuff for real because I was literally trying to keep up with my rent. And it was just so overwhelming for me. I just made a decision to like leave, and I wasn't getting evicted or anything. Like, I literally just made a decision to leave, and it had to be like the best decision. I feel so much like less stress. Like, I sleep good now. I'm less stressed out. I'm finally able to like pay off some debt. I plan on just staying here for like a year, you know, at the most or whatever, but I must say, like, I am so happy now. Like, I can finally go and get like a new car.
Loser!
I moved home. I'm 27. I'm turning 28. I was living in LA, and I'm originally from San Francisco. So I moved back. Kind of a series of events happened where I was like in a basically financial pickle. Like, I have credit card debt. Who doesn't in their 20s? I have a loan. Again, who doesn't have a loan? Maybe a lot of people, but saying that to make myself feel better. My car is like totally busted and I need to get a new car, and I don't have a savings, and it has been such a humbling experience, and I'm so grateful and like so glad that I even have another option to stay with my parents for the time being and like save money and not pay rent. Like,
Loser!